Brad was able to win it. It took him his whole career, and when he finally won it, he felt complete. Mario came in only his second try and won the biggest race in our sport.
There they go.
Stock car racing at that time, not very open to outsiders coming in, especially guys coming in and doing well. I don't know that everybody wanted to see him succeed.
The situation at Daytona continues to go in favor of Mario Andretti.
That's right. He's a little fella, too, only 5'4" and about 130 pounds. He's been manhandling this big 4,000-pound Ford Fairlane like it was a giant.
We've seen drivers jump in different types of cars and be fast. But do they jump in those cars and win the biggest events? He's the man. He's the man.
Mario Andretti ready to take the checkered flag, and there it is.
He made it.
Mario Andretti has won the 1967 Daytona 500.
Just stepped right in here with me. Well, if you look up there, I have some of the older helmets. Right there, that's the Indy winner. Right up until 1969, you know, I was still wearing open face helmet. So we were eating a lot of dirt, you know, no question about it. And, you know, a lot of marks on the face and, you know, broken teeth. Yeah, had plenty of that for sure. I have some suits here from the beginning. Like, look at this. You know, flimsy back in the 60s. This is World Championship. You know, things started looking, you know, pretty good. And this is current. This is what I use nowadays. Fastest seat in sports. Both our beginnings with Aldo and I were both very auspicious. You know, we both won, actually. So, no better way to start. Somehow we had to make an impression that we have done this before. We sent for these uniforms, you know, with all the zippers and everything. Zippers were the thing. That was the in thing. Zipper, 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 you know. And telling everybody that we raced in Italy, which is not true. And then I used to get back, you know, oh, I don't remember you racing in Ancona, you know. So well, I don't either, you know, because it didn't happen. You know, people may look at us as being immigrants, you know, we had some unsurmountable challenges, you know, but quite honestly, we used that to our advantage. Love it. Love it, love it. We're in the right car, by the way.
What makes Mario Andretti a great driver?
Gosh, I don't know if I'm the one that could ever answer that. It's just that the only thing that I know is I have a tremendous desire to win and just accomplish what I'm after, accomplish my goals.
What does it mean to be the world driving champion?
Well, it's one of the highest goals in my career. That's what it means. It's just the achievement that I'm after.
Voila! There's the racetrack. Here it comes. 14 years old, Aldo and I, and Beppe and Sergio, they said, we're taking you to Monza because this was it, you know, the Grand Prix, Italian Grand Prix, and you had Fangio, Moss, Maglioli, Ascari, Villoresi, and all of the top drivers on the planet were here.
Do you remember as a kid who was the first great driver you ever heard of? What you thought about what he must be like?
How do you picture as a kid your hero? Your hero is, you know, just right next to God, isn't he? He's almost an abstract.
Believe it or not, this is a racing license that belongs to Alberto Ascari, who was my absolute idol, the first idol I ever had in motorsports, and the one that probably shaped my life as a race driver. There was something really cool about this guy, and even the way he was portrayed by the press. He said he had ice in his veins. You know, he was so cold and calculated. And there's something about that that actually really impressed me. But then you watch him in some of the videos, he's out there, you know, just really, you know, and he had that aura about him that impressed me. So, what the guy. If you could just imagine the noise, the speed and the noise, and experiencing that for the very first time. I mean, after this, I mean, it was just not, you know, falling in love. I mean, after this, we just became possessed. I mean, the desire was not just desire, it was burning desire. From here on, there was no plan B, period. Here we go. Now, that's the sound.
Yesterday should have been one of the great days of Mario Andretti's life, the day he clinched the 1978 World Grand Prix Driving Championship. For Andretti, at the age of 38, the World Championship was a feat to measure up to his victory a decade ago in the Indianapolis 500. But Andretti's triumph was ruined by the flames that leaped into the air shortly after the start of the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, flames that consumed the Lotus of Andretti's teammate, Ronnie Peterson.
Right about here, it all happened at the very start of the 78 Grand Prix. When I heard it was Ronnie, I ran over here. I was told not to, but I did. And I wanted to see him, and it's not a pretty scene at all.
Peterson suffered severe burns and multiple leg fractures. This morning, as Mario Andretti woke up world champion, Ronnie Peterson died.
It should have been, you know, the happiest day of my career for sure, and we couldn't celebrate. We just couldn't.
31's the first driver to put any lap into 231. So far, trouble. Oh, what a crash!
There were times when I thought, yeah, I mean, I'm going to meet my creator now, but I was lucky, I guess. I always said there was no vacancy up there.
Mario, let me get this straight. This is all you have is a nick on the chin?
That's it.
You're a lucky boy.
Very lucky indeed, yeah. Why do I do it? Because I don't want to do anything else. Along the way, I lost a lot of friends, and I was always willing to take the risk myself. There was no time where I thought that I should stop because of that, but I felt I'm going to do it no matter what.
Indy is a spectacle unlike anything else. 33 maniacs, 220 plus miles an hour, and then the biggest crowd on earth. The energy is so impressive.
The sound of hundreds of thousands of people kissing the bricks, drinking the milk. Feels like you're in a dream.
If you win, it's going to change your lives forever. Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.